Welcome to Momentum Trading Group. We're talking about momentum as it relates to price or candle action now rather than moving averages. So the way in which we look at this is we actually get more into what we refer to as candle counting, where we really start to identify the different candles and price. So if this being this momentum move to the upside, is we would look at how many candles this took from this basic pivot. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 candles to the high. Remember, these are 5-minute bars. So then you can identify 15 candles at the major impulse to the upside. And then you'll notice that when this went through its corrective phase here, you'll see how we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 candles back till it starts to move higher. So we have roughly the same number of candles here as we do here, but notice how much this pulled back, a very small percentage of the overall move. This would be in reference to what we call an impulse wave. This would be more of what we refer to as a corrective wave. Now, even though the move didn't start till there, so you can see maybe that's how we would actually measure that movement. Let me go ahead and redraw these lines here. So we would take this measured move there. We then would compare that to where the move started to occur back there and see how this pretty much went sideways. We then have this measured move there. And then we have this measured move there with one little break in the interim. So with this break in the interim. So you can see the overall momentum of the market is up, and that was predetermined here versus this move. We knew this was going to go higher, came back, went higher, and you can see how it just kind of stair-stepped up. Now, when we look at this movement here, you can see it pretty much started in this candle. So this would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 candles to the high. This one was 15. This was 11. Right? And then it went sideways for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 candles, and then it broke back up to the upside for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 candles to the high, and then it pretty much drifted sideways. So that's pretty much one of the ways that we look at when we read and understand candles when we're looking at the momentum. So this was yesterday's price action. So comparing that to today's price action, let's go ahead and do that. And let's do a very similar candle count here as it relates to momentum. You can see we have this major drop here. It pretty much went sideways. Came down. And we're just looking at general slopes here. And then you can see as we come into the end of the day, pretty much went sideways. So you can see all through here pretty much is sideways. So this drop was really the only major move that we had, and then the rest of this was pretty much just sideways drop today. Now, look at this drop here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 candles to the drop, and then this one sideways for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So you can see the overall momentum is still clearly down because of how accelerated this drop was there. And you'll notice that you can see the momentum of this. Eventually, this put in a bottom for the day, right through there. And then it traded through there, which is basically the range. But relative to this drop there, this is still going lower. This is just consolidation of this clear drop. So what we can do, and I'm going to go ahead and just back out real quickly, and we'll go to a larger time frame. So we're going to go to our 30-minute view here. You can see if we start looking at these drops, we start looking at the momentum here. And we're just going to draw some lines here. We're going to compare these. you can see overall when we're measuring the momentum of price action, taking our larger time frames and really following those really gives us a very clear understanding of what the momentum of the markets are. So when you start looking at the price action, you start looking at the measured movements. See how this went sideways through here, great indication we were going higher sideways. And then you can see peaks and valleys, peaks and valleys. Think of this like confidence is the best way to look at this. Is what's the confidence of the market right now? Confidence is clearly down. But you'll notice over the whole time frame that we're talking about here as it relates to this chart, we're still fairly flat. Now what that is that's our larger time frame. So if we were to zoom out here to a daily view, we can do the same thing as it relates to momentum, but we can do it on a daily view. Notice all this price action as of late. So if we take this and we compare this here to the high, pulled back, came up, you can see how we have slowing momentum to the upside. So where is a good spot? You'll see how this candle here, these candles here just broke out. And they've started to head lower. So if we start looking at this price action here, if we start measuring the momentum of these movements, we can start to see how we're going to do something just like that. So just be aware of that when you're looking at the markets. You're just trying to get a feel for what we anticipate it doing. So thanks for that. This is momentum as it relates to price and time correlations. Hope you guys enjoyed the video.